Are you dreaming of the perfect Universal Orlando vacation, but not sure which hotel to stay at? Well, you're not alone. There are so many different questions to answer when trying to pick that perfect hotel for your next theme park vacation. Do you go with an on-site resort that maybe focuses a little bit more on value and budget, like the Universal Endless Summer Resorts? Or do you splurge for some added amenities such as the lazy river pool over at Cabana Bay? Or what about some of those signature collection hotels that still include the free two-park Universal Express Pass? And I know with all of these different options, it can be very confusing. And for those of you who do not know who I am, my name is Mike and I do own theparkprodigy.com. And I actually worked in the theme parks over at Disney World, but I do know from helping families over the years exactly how confusing it can be to pick the perfect hotel. And 2025 is not going to be any different because it's unlike anything else we've ever had before, where we have 3 brand new hotels with the opening of Universal's brand new park, Epic Universe, which is opening up on May 22nd, 2025. And that's why today we're breaking down and ranking the best Universal Orlando hotels, including some of the amazing benefits at each, transportation options, and we even get to throw in the nightly hotel rates. And I really hope by the end of this video, you know exactly which hotel you want to stay at for your next Universal Orlando vacation. As always, I'm very excited, so let's go get started. Thank you again so much for checking out this video. Like I said, we are about to break down and rank the 11 hotels at Universal Orlando. Well, there will be 11 when Epic Universe opens up on May 22nd, 2025, and we are going to rank essentially all 11 because I know families are pretty much planning vacations through the end of this year. And so we're going to start in ranking number 10 and 11 in one. So for 10 and 11, we do have Universal's Value Resorts, which are going to be Universal's Endless Summer Resort, Surfside Inn and Suites, and then also Dockside Inn and Suites. So these are going to be the most budget-friendly options, like I said, and from a theming standpoint, we do have a coastal beachy vibe going on at both of these hotels. From a room standpoint, we do have the standard rooms, which are 314 square feet, but we also have very popular 2-bedroom suites, which are great fit for families of 5 and 6. And then, of course, when it comes to value from a pricing standpoint, the standard room rates here are going to start at $99 per night. And what we did is we looked at August 14th to 17th. And so for 2 adults and 2 kids, the nightly rate that we saw was $203 per night. Now over to pools and amenities. So we do have a surfboard shaped pool over at Surfside, and over at Dockside, we actually have 2 pools at that hotel as well. Now for transportation, we are focusing on shuttle buses. So these 2 hotels do have shuttle buses to take you to all of the Universal Orlando theme parks, but they do not include the Universal Express Pass. On the flip side, some of the benefits that they do include are going to be early park admission, resort-wide charging privileges, and we do have merchandise delivery here as well. So who is this hotel best for? Well, of course, just like it sounds, it is best for travelers who are visiting on a tight budget. Now, some of the drawbacks that we have found are going to be the food court limitations. So there's no sit-down options at this hotel. It's a little bit further away from City Walk as some of the other Universal Orlando hotels on this list. And one of the interesting things about Universal hotels is they do give some of the hotels pool hopping privileges. These 2 hotels are not included with the pool hopping. So those are just some of the drawbacks to keep in mind. But why are we ranking this hotel number 10 and 11? Well, these value resorts, like we said, offer the least amount of amenities. However, we do also believe that they do a great job of allowing you to stay in an official Universal Orlando hotel on a budget. Okay, over to number 9 on the list, and we do have Universal's Adventura Resort. So from a theming standpoint at Adventura, we do have a sleek, modern style and also a rooftop bar that provides views of the surrounding Orlando area. Over to room types, we do have standard rooms, which are going to be 314 square feet, and we also have kid suites and then skyline view rooms as well. From a pricing standpoint, we're pretty much going to be between $145 per night to $333 per night. And then for August 14th to 17th, 2 adults, 2 kids, we actually found a rate of $272 per night. And of course, some of the other things that we have mentioned is it does have that Bar 17 rooftop bar, and there's also a really nice lobby bar for families who are looking to maybe grab a drink before you head back over to City Walk or to the theme parks. From a transportation standpoint, the cool thing about this one is we do have walking paths that will take you over to Volcano Bay or to the main 2 theme parks. And then of course we do have shuttle buses to take you to the parks as well, but specifically the big one is going to be over to Epic Universe. It does not include the Universal Express Pass, but some of the benefits that it does include are going to be early park admission, resort-wide charging privileges, merchandise delivery, and of course that rooftop bar like we keep mentioning. And so who is this hotel really best for? Well, this hotel is going to be best for those who prefer style and views, and also kind of in the middle between the main two theme parks, Volcano Bay and now Epic Universe as well. Why did we rank it at number 9? Well, we felt like the amenities are limited. However, the rooms, I love the theming, but they are on the smaller side. And outside of the main pool and rooftop bar, there's not that many other things going on at this hotel. Okay, next on the list, and we have another tie. Well, really, we have number 8 and 7, and we have two of the newest Universal Orlando hotels in Universal Stella Nova Resort and Universal Terra Luna Resort. So these sister hotels offer a budget-friendly option near Epic Universe. And so the theming over here is going to be galactic theming at Stella Nova and then planetary theming over at Terra Luna. But both of them, as you can see, are really taking that space theme into the hotels. So from a room standpoint, the cool thing about them is they're very simple. We only have standard rooms that are going to be between 314 to 315 square feet. From a pricing standpoint, both of these hotels are going to be around the same price, starting at $134 up to $451 per night. And so for August 14th to 17th, what we found was a nightly rate of $225 per night, which is, it's actually less expensive than Adventura, which is crazy because these are the two newest hotels. Now, from a pool standpoint, we do have, each hotel has a really, really amazing themed pool. And then from a transportation standpoint, we do have shuttle buses to take guests to and from the theme parks. But because these hotels are actually closer to Epic Universe, I believe that they will have a walking path over to Epic. I have not stayed at both of them yet, and their Universal has not opened them yet. That's why I don't have the definite answer. But from what I've read online, I do believe that both of these will have a walking path to take you over to Epic Universe. On the flip side, they do not include the Universal Express Pass, but some of the benefits that they do include are going to be early park admission, resort-wide charging privileges, and then merchandise delivery as well. So who are these two hotels best for? Well, they're best for families who are looking for budget-friendly options near Epic Universe, and maybe those who just prefer a newer hotel compared to some of the others. And some of the drawbacks that we have seen so far, and what we could tell, is that of course they're not going to be as close to the other main theme parks and also City Walk, and so that can change and impact the way you plan your vacation. So why did we rank them at number 7 and 8? Well, we believe these hotels will offer some brand new amenities, very spacious rooms, and also they are very close to Epic Universe. However, on the flip side, it's about a 15-minute bus ride to the other Universal Orlando parks. Okay, over to number 6, and we do have Universal's Cabana Bay Beach Resort. So the theming over here is going to be the retro 1950s and 16 theming. And then from a room standpoint, we do have standard rooms starting at 300 square feet, and we have a bunch of different family suites all the way up to 2-bedroom suites with a theme park view of Volcano Bay if that is what your heart desires. From a pricing standpoint, the standard rooms are going to be priced at between $145 to $333 per night. For that August 14th to 17th period, we actually saw pricing right in the line of $252 per night. Now, from a pool and amenity standpoint, this hotel does have 2 pools. So one of them actually does include that lazy river, which I spoke about earlier in this video, and the other pool is a little bit more laid back, but it does also have a water slide, which is a lot of fun for families visiting with young kids. This hotel also does boost a bowling alley and a really amazing gym, and that's kind of why it's landing right in the middle of this list. From a transportation standpoint, it does have shuttle buses to all of the theme parks and City Walk. And one of the really cool things that I love about this hotel is just how close it is to Volcano Bay. It's probably less than a 5-minute walk from your room to Volcano Bay, which is amazing. Unfortunately, on the flip side, it does not include the Universal Express Pass, but some of the benefits that it does include are going to be early park admission, resort-wide charging privileges, and of course merchandise delivery. So who is this hotel best for? Well, it's best again for budget conscious travelers who want to be close to Volcano Bay but also get a little bit more amenities at their hotel. And on the flip side, some of the drawbacks that I personally feel are this hotel is going to be a little bit bigger than some of the other hotels on this list. So, your walk from the lobby where the food is over to your room might take you a little bit longer than at some of the other hotels, and it's just not the best fit for some families in that aspect. So why did we rank it at number 6? Well, just like it sounds, it is a great family hotel with a bowling alley, lazy river pool, additional pool, Starbucks in the lobby, and walking distance to Volcano Bay. And so with that, I am over halfway through our list of ranking the best Universal Orlando hotels If you are liking this video to this point, please just be sure to subscribe and hit that like button, as I have a lot more similar videos about Universal Orlando coming out in the coming weeks to get you as prepared as possible. And if you think I'm wrong with the ranking, if you have your favorite Universal Orlando hotel that I put too low on this list, of course, just be sure to let me know in the comment section which hotels I got wrong. But over to number 5, and we have Loews Sapphire Falls Resort. Now, the theming at this hotel is going to be a Caribbean style vibe. And then from a room type standpoint, we do have standard rooms and we do have family suites and a bunch of other different suite options at Sapphire Falls as well. From a pricing standpoint, this is one of the newest hotels that falls under the Signature Collection, and we're going to see pricing from $222 up to $405 per night. And what we did, of course, is we looked from August 14th to 17th, and we saw pricing at $387 per night. Now, from an amenity standpoint, this does have the largest pool on property. It also does have a water slide with some sand, kind of beach vibes around the pool, which we really love. And then from a transportation standpoint, we do have walking paths. The water taxi will take you over to the main 2 theme parks, Universal Studios Florida and Islands of Adventure, also City Walk. And of course, we do have shuttle buses to take guests to all of the theme parks, including Epic Universe. So one of the confusing things is that even though Sapphire Falls is included in the Signature Collection, it does not include the Universal Express Pass at this time. But some of the benefits that it does include are going to be early park admission, resort-wide charging privileges, and merchandise delivery. Now, who is this hotel best for? Well, it's best for families who want that kind of Signature Collection feel, but are okay with not having the Universal Express Pass. Maybe they want the added amenities, such as the dining options at this hotel, and also, of course, we mentioned the amazing pool. I personally love this hotel. I also find it's probably the most popular hotel amongst Florida locals who are getting like ticket deals, stuff like that. That's just my honest opinion. And so why did we rank this hotel at number 5? Well, just like it sounds, Sapphire Falls has some amazing amenities, spacious rooms, and the largest pool on property. Okay, over to number 4, and we do have Loews Royal Pacific Resort. So the theming over here is going to be the South Seas. So from a room type standpoint, we do have the standard room starting at 335 square feet, which I believe is actually the largest to this point. Yeah, a little bit larger than Sapphire Falls. And then we also do have the Jurassic World Kids Suites and some club level suites finally as well. We also have some club level rooms here as well. From a pricing standpoint, rooms are going to start at $421 per night and go all the way up to $914 per night. What we did, again, August 14th to 17th, we actually found room rates at $783 per night. Now, the important thing to keep in mind here is that this hotel does include the Universal Express Pass, which is why the pricing might be a little bit higher than a lot of the other hotels we mentioned to this point. From an amenity standpoint, this hotel does have one main pool with a white sand beach surrounding it. It also does have a really cool kids splash pad area. And then from a transportation standpoint, we do have the walking paths. We have the water taxi to take guests over to the main 2 Universal Orlando theme parks and also City Walk. And we now have, of course, shuttle buses to take guests over to Epic Universe. So what are some of the benefits at Royal Pacific Resort? Well, of course, early park admission, resort-wide charging privileges, merchandise delivery, but it also has some really amazing sit-down restaurants that we love. And so who is this hotel best for? Well, it's best for families with young kids who are also budget conscious but want that Universal Express Pass and kind of just want a hotel who is right in the middle. And this hotel is actually closest to Islands of Adventure, and that's why we ranked it number 4. We think it's a great price to get the Express Pass, but we also think it's in a great location. All right, so moving over to number 3, and we're getting close to number 1, but we're not there just yet. Number 3 on the list, and this is the last of the new hotels coming to Universal Orlando with the opening of Epic Universe. And in at number 3, we have Universal Helios Grand Hotel. So opening with Epic Universe on May 22nd, 2025, this hotel will give guests the closest possible access to the new theme park with a dedicated entrance. So the theming of this hotel is it's themed after the Greek god Helios, featuring celestial patterns and Mediterranean vibes. From a room type standpoint, we do have the standard room at 325 square feet. We also have How to Train Your Dragon Kids Suites and some other suite options here as well. From a pricing standpoint, the pricing is starting at $430 per night. For August 14th to 17th, we saw pricing at $458 per night, to give you an idea. From a pool standpoint, it does have one resort style pool, which looks really, really cool. Again, the other confusing thing here though is this is part of the Signature Collection at Universal Orlando, but this hotel does not include the 2-park free Universal Express Pass at this point in time. From a transportation standpoint though, we do have a dedicated entrance to Epic Universe, which is something we have never had before at Universal, and we do have the shuttle buses to take guests to the other main Universal Orlando theme parks and also City Walk. From a benefit standpoint, we have the same benefits: early park admission, resort-wide charging privileges, merchandise delivery. And so who is this hotel best for? Well, it's best for those families who want that Signature Collection vibe, but also be as close to Epic Universe as possible. It doesn't get any closer than this. Some of the drawbacks, though, is, of course, it does not include that Universal Express Pass, and you are really in the Epic Universe section of Universal Orlando, which is a little bit further from the other main theme parks. And the reason why we ranked it number 3 is, although we haven't stayed here yet, we can only imagine how epic this hotel will be. It is going to be the newest hotel when it does open up, and we do believe that it will kind of be right in line with the other Signature Collection hotels. Okay, over to number 2 of the best Universal Orlando hotels, and we do have the Hard Rock Hotel. So the theming over here is, of course, just like it sounds, going to be rock and roll. And this hotel is known for its energetic atmosphere and, of course, amazing rock and roll theming, which does also include the free Universal Express Pass. So the room types here are going to be the standard room, which is going to be 375 square feet, which is the biggest to this point. And then we also have the Future Rockstar Suites, Club Level Suites, and the Graceland Suite as well. The pricing at the Hard Rock Hotel is going to be between $386 per night up to $978 per night. And for that August time period that we have been pricing, we actually found Hard Rock came in at $949 per night. And so now you can see why we had Royal Pacific at number 4, but we said it was the cheapest hotel that gives you the free express passes, because Hard Rock is at $949 and Royal Pacific was actually in at $783. So that's a significant difference. From a pool and amenity standpoint at the Hard Rock, we do have one pool, but the cool thing about it is it actually does have an underwater sound system that you can enjoy. From a transportation standpoint, this hotel is another one that's very close to the original 2 theme parks. We have walking paths that take you over to, Islands of Adventure or Universal Studios Florida through City Walk, but we also have the water taxis to take you over as well, and shuttle buses now to take guests over to Volcano Bay and to Epic Universe. From an Express Pass standpoint, yes, like we said, Hard Rock Hotel does include the free 2-park Express Pass. Some of the other benefits are going to be early park admission, resort-wide charging privileges, merchandise delivery, and they do have some really amazing table service restaurants such as the Kitchen and even the Palm, which is one of my favorites because we had a Palm in New York City. So I love going to the Palm down in Orlando. So who is this hotel best for? Well, I really feel it is best for families who have teens or just younger kids who want to be at a Universal Orlando hotel but don't need that over-the-top theming, theme park theming anyway. Of course, some of the drawbacks are going to be it is a higher price point, but it does come with the free Universal Express Pass, and it is extremely close to the theme parks, and that's why we ranked it number 2 on the list. And of course, that leaves us with number 1, and we do have Loews Portofino Bay Resort. So at Universal Orlando's flagship hotel, it boasts impressive theming, spacious rooms, and a wide variety of amenities, including 3 pools and multiple restaurants. It also gives you the free Universal Express Pass, and we personally believe that it's also the best fit for those romantic getaways, and just the upscale experience makes it the top choice. So the theming here is going to be an Italian Riviera fishing village. From a room standpoint, we do have the standard rooms at 450 square feet. We have the kid suites, which are going to be Despicable Me themed. We have club level suites and some other suites as well. From a pricing standpoint, the pricing at Portofino Bay is going to be between $393 to $1,024 per night. And again, what we did is we went and looked at August 14th to 17th, and the pricing here was actually $725 per night. And of course, with any theme park vacation, expect the unexpected. And so the nightly rate is actually cheaper than Royal Pacific, which I said is typically always the cheaper Universal Orlando Premier Resort with the free Express Pass. But hey, we picked the perfect time of year. This is a no-brainer, in my opinion, to jump on that deal at $725 per night. From a pool and amenity standpoint, we do have 3 resort-style pools at Loews Portofino Bay, which really make it a top selection for families visiting who want those resort days back at the hotel. From a transportation standpoint, it is really close to the main original 2 theme parks. So we do have walking paths to take you over to City Walk, which is connected to Universal Studios Florida and Islands of Adventure. We also have the water taxis and now shuttle buses to take you over to Volcano Bay and Epic Universe. As we discussed, these do include the free 2-park Universal Express Pass, and some of the added benefits are going to be early park admission, resort-wide charging privileges, merchandise delivery, and we love this table service restaurants here as well, including Beachy and Mama Della's. So who is this the best fit for? Well, it's the best fit for that really upscale experience and of course those romantic getaways. And the only drawback in my opinion is it's going to have a higher price point, but based on the time of year, it actually could be on the lower side of things, free Express Pass hotels. So why did we rank it number 1? Well, overall, we just feel like it is the best overall resort with so much to see and do. Great for taking a day to hang by the pool, or just really be in close proximity to the original Universal Orlando theme parks and City Walk. But that is the list, everyone. That is essentially our ranking of the 11 Universal Orlando hotels at this point in time. Like I said, be sure to let me know which Universal Orlando hotel you personally love and I ranked wrong on our list. Let me know which ones should be higher. Let me know if you do have any additional questions. And as a thank you for sticking around all the way till the end of this video, I do have a special promo code that you can go use on our website, theparkprodigy.com, to book your next Universal Orlando hotel and ticket package. And that promo code is going to be MAGIC50, and it will get you an extra $50 off your next Universal Orlando trip. But I think that's all the time we have for today. Thank you all again so much for checking out this video. And until next time, I will talk to you soon.